Sup guys and welcome back. Probably this is one of the figures I've sought after for a while. The Mafex Bang!
It's Bane! You know it's Bane! I'm here every day, Todd.
Whatever, Bang. The box is real big, probably a little too big considering the fact that the figure inside is tall but not monstrous. Anyway, box aside, I am super excited to open this guy up. Oh great, my certificate of authenticity is bent. I'm sure it's fine. This looks amazing. The details, the accuracy, comic accuracy, the shading in the skin tone is very impressive. The musculature, the hair around his arms, the veins popping out on the biceps. This figure at first glance looks pretty simple, but up close is actually really detailed and imposing. In terms of height, he's not monstrous, but the presence he does bring is pretty damn monstrous. What I really like is the detail with the wire thing from the head connecting to the right arm. I'm pretty sure in the comics and other Batman media, this is where Bane increases the amount of venom that it'll pump into his veins. Very nice, and I like the silver sheen to it. I just can't get over, though, the detail of the muscles and the shading all throughout in the skin tone. Very impressive job by Mafex here. Moving on to the accessories, it's not a whole lot, but it does get the job done. An alternate face, a generous amount of hands, and the Mafex stand. I would have wanted more accessories, maybe an object he can hold like Batman's cowl unmasked or something, an alternate wire that's colored green to imply that there's venom pumping in his veins. But anyway, this is still a decent amount of accessories. I really like the selection of hands he has here. What I really like though is this alternate faceplate. He is really angry here, and I like the wrinkling and such. I don't really like the paint splash over there, but that's for later. But yeah, it looks very good. There's the Mafex stand that fucking sucks all of the time. I really don't. This stand just straight up sucks. Before I list down all the hands, let me show you the detail in one of them. Although the sculpt really carries the look of the hands themselves, the paint is actually kind of sloppy in all of the hands, actually. Sometimes the silver paint will miss, and the paint of the gloves is not smooth when transitioning to the skin tone of his hands, which sucks. But yeah, now let's move on to listing all of the hands that he comes with. First is this relaxed hand that I was showing. And then this one is the karate chop hands. He got pointer fingers, grabby hands, and I have no idea what this is, like pose hands or something. But yeah, those are all of the hands that he comes with. Swapping the face plates is relatively easy, just gotta thought I broke something, but no. Well, that's good, I didn't bring anything. Let's pop the new face sculpt in, and wow. I really prefer this look more than the default faceplate he comes with. Swapping out the hands is easy, but it can be a bit of a tight fit to put on. Still, it's relatively easy because the joint itself is bigger than all of the other Mafex joints out there. So yeah, so before we move on to the articulation segment, I just want to address the elephant in the room, the paint. There is a bunch of problems with the paint around the face, and both of the face plates actually. It sucks. The white paint is gonna miss sometimes and would look generally sloppy. When I lifted up the belt area, the silver paint got on the crotch area, which isn't the end of the world. I can just hide it, but it's just really not a good look. So yeah, both masks on my copy have paint problems, which is not good. And yes, the hands, they all have paint problems, which is, yeah, it's not fucking good at all. It sucks, but at least from afar, the paint is relatively good, I think. Moving on to articulation, the head can go up that far. That's supported by the neck articulation as well. Going down that far, it's pretty good actually. Left to right is actually hindered because of the wire thing that's stuck on Bane's mask permanently. A little bummer, but still not that big of a deal. Side to side is good as well. So yeah, pretty nice head articulation. The chest, Okay, that's a little disappointing. He can't go forward. Going backward, it's very gappy, which sucks. But the torso, the bottom half, can be hidden, I guess. It's just pretty disappointing. Going forward with the bottom half supported, yeah, that's pretty good, but still not the best. It's actually kind of disappointing. The butterfly joint going back, not that much, but you know, still good, I guess. Going forward, it's not that much as well. Lifting the arms up without rotating them, pretty good. Full rotation, of course, on the right arm. On the left, not so much. Yeah, it's kind of hindered because of the wire, but it's still decent in articulation. The arm can swivel, of course. Pretty standard Mafex stuff here. Arm bend is pretty good. And the hand articulation, the wrist articulation is not that much, but still it's decent. Swivel is stuck on the other arm. Okay, arm bend pretty good, same standard stuff. The drop down joint is pretty damn good on the legs, and going forward is extremely impressive. That's really good. Going back, it's not that much. It's hindered by the diaper piece. The Bane can do the splits. He can do the splits perfectly. That's nice. Okay, let's move this forward again. And the knee bend is very good as well. And the ankle rocker, well, you barely get anything. The shoes on Bane here actually is very limited. There's the toe bend though, but yeah, it's very limited. So, yeah, that sucks. There's no swivel on the boot either. So yeah, that's the entire articulation segment done. Now let's move on to size comparison. Here's the CT Toys Gambit, the one I reviewed previously, and the CT Toys Spider-Man. Well, classic Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks very tiny next to him, which is not a surprise at all, but this is not the size comparison you are here for. Of course, you're here for this. Finally, here is the Mafex the Batman and Mafex... Okay, Bane, no, not yet. The Mafex Hush Batman. While I do think that Bane is taller than both, he should still tower the both of them. I kind of do wish that Bane was a little taller because, I mean, he is a big guy and the box is kind of misleading because the box is huge. It's just unfortunate that Mafex didn't do his height quite enough justice. But if you're looking for a really imposing and giant Bane, well, the McFarlane ones are out there. Alright, so here are my final thoughts. Messing around with this guy, pairing him with Batman, it's great and all actually, but posing him sometimes, while yes, he is the most posable Bane out there, he is still a bit finicky because of the torso articulation, well, lack thereof. It's gonna get you barely anywhere, to be honest, which is kind of disappointing, but when you get him in a good pose, of course, he'll look phenomenal, to say the least. I mean, he looks great, and the presence he brings on the shelf is really nice. Oh, and the Mafex stand can't even fucking hold his weight, actually, so Mafex stands are useless! But for the most part, he's probably not gonna use or need a stand anyway because his shoes are very chunky, he can stand on his own. I'm still very happy and blown away with the quality and overall feel of this guy. While there are some problems such as the articulation and unfortunate paint issues for like, I don't know, a lot of the stuff he comes with, he is still an extremely solid release. I think he deserves a strong 8 out of 10. Now, if you're looking for a comic accurate Bane with solid articulation, this is your guy. But if you're not looking for a Bane with solid articulation and prefer maybe shelf presence if you're not gonna mess around with this guy, and you prefer like a bigger Bane, the McFarlane Banes are out there. So that's a pretty good option too. But right now, I really like this guy. I really like the presence he brings on the shelf. I really like when you pose him around with Batman. The articulation is great, besides the torso, but still, if you're not looking for a Bane that's like super articulatable and just want that big, imposing guy, McFarlane exists. You can still pair him with the 6-inch figures. It'll be no problem at all. Wow, the dogs. Did you hear the dogs? Are you fucking kidding me? There are dogs barking right now. Amazing! Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed this figure. Like, comment, subscribe and all that shit. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully I'll get the damn LPZZ Batman soon because I really want to review that already, man. Anyway, see you later.
It's Bane! You know it's Bane! I'm here every day, Todd. Goddamn millennial.
Whatever, Bang.
Ah! So we're blowing up Todd after dinner.